What is good, LUKSO fam? Just figured I'd come at you this weekend with a little dash of pink pill. Ethan Lorian's daily Substack has gotten me excited and more bullish to, continue to chat LUKSO as we march towards mainnet. Not to mention this hackathon with the $500,000 denominated in Lux getting underway, I believe, on the 20th. It's a good time to talk a little bit about, what is a universal profile. So let's kind of talk basics. What do we all use now? A wallet, right? And it's kind of, we use different wallets, using different various portals. Let's take MetaMask, for instance. It basically reads info off of Etherscan and updates it, and you can also create a wallet in the browser extension, but we all know how, unsafe this methodology can be. It can be easily exploited, and it's very limiting in a lot of ways. And at its core level, it's been the same user experience in crypto since 2009. You create a wallet, you got to store your own private keys. Don't lose those, or you're absolutely locked out of your stuff forever. Don't expose them online. Don't give them to anybody, etc., etc., etc. Now, extend that out to altcoins and KYC exchanges, NFTs, marketplaces. It gets convoluted very quickly. Imagine trying to explain it to someone with zero knowledge of how all of this works. Best of luck to you, right? Even most people in this space don't truly understand how it all works. And we definitely know we need a sleek, simple, user experience and onboarding process where people don't even know they're using the blockchain in the first place. And universal profiles will help with that, on top of a ton of other things. And that's one of the things that's really exciting about this hackathon is we're going to see some new applications and some new use cases and tools built around universal profiles, and kind of usher in this new wave of an actual self-sovereign digital lifestyle and identity. One of the major limitations to owning assets in the current iteration that we have on Ethereum with our NFTs, for instance, is we don't truly own them. If the site that holds the picture of this avatar is taken down, well, then so is that NFT, and there's really no way of knowing who even actually owned it in the first place. No real true provenance. But there's a big difference between that type of wallet and a universal profile, where you can store your not only your coins but your NFTs and your digital fashion and your brand and identity. And there will be a way of knowing who actually owns that because it's tied directly to your profile. And that profile, it's a big difference, right? So, and it's 100% decentralized and sustainable moving forward. And with universal profiles and the standards that LUKSO is, putting forth, we're talking, ETH 2.0 before ETH, built from scratch, with these new standards in mind to allow things to be upgradable and, and maneuverable and interoperable, because we can quickly see where it's all headed. If we imagine some Ready Player One type world, we need standards and a base that can really handle that type of growth. And there's a lot of other tools that can come with these ERC 725 based LUKSO LSP standards. One of the great things is a relay service, that isn't currently possible with Ethereum. So one thing you could do is, if you were a big brand or a small brand, it's both have the advantage with LUKSO. But say let's just take a big brand, for instance. You can onboard your current customers and new customers without them even knowing they're using blockchain in the first place. So you could actually pair, the blockchain to even a Web 2 site using a relay service. A customer could sign up with only an email address, and you can create a universal profile that houses their assets and send them like a magic link via email. And it's all done on the back end. And with the relay service, you can actually even pay that transaction fee for them. And Fabian talks a lot about how the future of this transaction fee structure might work. It could be, analogous to like a mobile phone plan where you have, X amount of minutes. So you'd have like, X amount of gas. Say you have, 20 Lux worth of gas per month, for your $10 subscription fee, whatever. And all that's done on the back end for you, so you don't even have to even understand how the technology works. And they're taking the bricks out of the bag for the new customer to allow them to, dip their feet into this Web3 world without risking all, everything, their assets and their sanity, at the same time. Something as simple as like, hey, here's a site, click a couple things, set your email, boom, and you're ready to go. And that's like the barrier of entry is it's that low, which we have not seen in crypto before. So the beauty of that, and it's completely customizable. So yes, obviously you don't want to store an immense amount of value with only an email address, but that's just the barrier, right? You could always upgrade that to your heart's content. You could do a multi-sig if you wanted to. You can integrate your hard wallets. You could do a social based like system where if you lose access, you could pull, from the community to gain access, like because we're talking true self-sovereign identity with these new standards. And social tokens will really change a lot of that moving forward as we're starting to see the early iterations with, DAOs and kind of what they could be capable of, because, everything will be an NFT at some point, and a lot of things will be DAOs as well, because the community are being given tools to not only create and build this world out, but also maintain it in a sustainable way moving forward that's inclusive, for everyone. So, I just wanted to kind of go over just some of the basics. Obviously, there's a lot more to it. You can dive deep, deep, deep. But I think now is a great time to do so, as we, see iterations of the universal profile being used in various, manners. It's going to get a lot of people excited really fast. And we're talking about, changing the user experience finally to be able to kind of break through, to actual mass adoption and merging, worlds, from the physical to the digital, like in a way we haven't seen before, in a way that's, we can kind of all build it out together. So definitely now's a great time. Mainnet, we're marching closer and closer to it each day. So now's a great time. Dig deep and learn. And if you already know, then, spread the word and keep imagine what we can do with these standards. So now's the time to build and create and spread the word. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Until the next pink pill.